Hawk fans, just in case you thought we forgot about you, we didn't. Basketball season once again on the horizon. A new crop of freshmen set to play for Phil Martelli, which means another edition of Meet the Freshmen. We ended up catching up with Taylor Funk and Anthony Longpré to get their experiences on Hawk Hill so far and their expectations for the upcoming season. This year's edition of Meet the Freshmen starts right now. Well, I know I'm not going to be the first to say this, but welcome to Hawk Hill.
Thank you.
How's everything going? Classes, practices? How's your adjustment to college life?
Pretty well. So I get here during the summer, and I get to meet all the guys. So everything's going well now. We're all good friends. So I'm excited for the season.
In terms of St. Joseph's and picking St. Joseph's, what was it that sold you about going to school here, playing here for Coach Martelli?
Definitely the coaching staff. So I came on my official visit, and I really liked everyone, and they didn't lie to me. Everything they told me during my visit is exactly the same. So I'm really happy with my choice.
Who do you spend the most time with in terms of on the team?
Definitely my roommate, Taylor Funk, the other freshman. Yeah.
Who's the cleaner of the two? Who's
definitely Taylor.
Definitely Taylor.
Yeah.
Is he always picking up after you, or?
Not really. He just kind of pushes stuff under my bed.
Business major.
Yep.
What if it's not basketball? What do you think you might want to do?
I don't know yet. So I'm in business undecided. So it's just all the doors are open.
What kind of classes are you taking? I know you'd mentioned accounting, and what are some of the other things?
Accounting, microeconomics, and management are my three favorite classes.
Okay. I wasn't real good at Econ's tough.
I don't know. It's my favorite class right now. So hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Huh? In terms of your first game, thinking about that, we're not that far off, I guess, when you think about November 11th at Toledo. Have you thought much about what that might be like, what that experience might be like when you sit down, you're in your room, you get home from class, you have a little bit of free time to think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know it's going to be completely different from high school, a lot more people, and the intensity is going to be really high, but I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
Basketball-wise, growing up where you did, I think you told me about a half-hour ride from Montreal, where you lived in Quebec. Early influences in basketball. Who did you watch growing up? What kinds of players? Was there anybody, maybe even locally?
To be honest, I wasn't really watching basketball when I was young, so I started playing when I was around 12, and then I just started playing for one of my coaches in Montreal, and then I was doing well, then I got the MVP on the league, and then he was would you consider going to the States to play? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And then I just decided to move here, and then everything changed.
How hard of a decision was that? Because I believe it was sophomore year. You ended up coming down to Maryland.
That's right. Yeah. So I left sophomore year and I came here, and I had to leave all my family and friends behind. So that was probably the hardest decision of my life, but it was worth it.
Now being and it was Glen Elk Country, right? Isaiah Miles was there at one point or another, was he?
Yeah, he was there a couple of years before me, so I never played with him, but yeah.
Did you get a chance to talk to him a little bit, or even did you watch him play at all when he was here?
At St. Joe's, yeah, I saw him a couple of games on TV, and then we talked about Glen Elk Country School, and yeah.
What did he have to say about playing here?
He really enjoyed it, and he just told me, good luck, you're gonna do fine, and the coaches are great, so I'm excited.
Before 8th grade, before basketball started, were there any other sports? Were there any other interests in terms of athletics?
Yeah, when I was younger, I played football for about 7 to 8 years. Yeah.
Football, are we talking American football? American football?
Yeah, that's right.
What did you play? What position?
I was quarterback.
Were you really?
Yeah.
How tall were you back then?
6'2", 6'3".
That's good. You never had any problem seeing over the line, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you like to watch now in terms of basketball, or just in terms of professional sports, college sports? What do you watch when you're not playing?
College football for sure, and then just basketball when it's on.
You have a favorite college football team?
Not really. I just kind of watch the good games.
Your own game, what would you say is your biggest strength? And if you had to evaluate yourself, what do you need to work on most?
So I think my biggest strength is definitely that I can stretch the floor. As a big man, I can shoot the ball well and just play on the floor. And I definitely got to get better in defense to just get faster to be able to guard the smaller guards.
It's funny, in talking to the coaching staff, one of the first things that they said to me about you was, watch the way this kid runs the floor. Watch the way this guy runs the floor. How long has that been part of your game, getting out in transition and being able to run the floor for a bigger guy the way you do?
I guess since I started playing, because I was playing football, like I said before, so I was like kind of like good with like running and stuff. So when I got to Montreal, and then my coach was like, run the floor, you're gonna get like easy baskets. So since then, I've just been doing it.
Do you have a favorite pro player? Anybody maybe that you pattern your game after?
Ryan Anderson.
Okay, that's a good one. Kind of
Yeah.
Size-wise, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Likes to get out. He can step out a little bit and
shoot it, can
shoot
run the floor,
shoot the
yeah.
ball from the outside. Sure. Being a guy from north of the border, what's one thing that you miss about living in Canada, and one thing maybe that you really like about being here?
I mean, in Canada, I miss my people, like my family and my friends that they've been behind for years. But yeah, and being here, I mean, just like it's like different environment and just the school and like making new friends, and I really enjoy it.
What do you know in terms of about the Atlantic 10 and the conference that you're about to step into?
I know it's a good league. It's going to be really intense. All the games are going to be really good games, but I'm really excited. The team's looking really good, and I think we have a good chance this year.
We're looking forward to it. Not too far away. Your
Yeah.
first college game. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Anthony Longpré, one of our guests here on Meet the Freshmen. Hawks in Toledo, November 11th on the road before another road game at Illinois Chicago, and then first home game November 18th at Princeton.